Welcome to the shadows, unveiling America's gateways to hell. Hello, intrepid explorers of the eerie and the unknown. Welcome back to Whispers in the Dark, your gateway to the world's most chilling tales and haunted locales. Today, we embark on a particularly bone-chilling journey through the dark heart of America, where whispers of the underworld echo through time and space. This episode peels back the veil on some of the most notorious sites rumored to be gateways to hell itself. Places where the boundary between our world and the infernal realms blurs ominously. In the vast tapestry of American folklore, certain locations stand out not just for their historical significance or natural beauty, but for the sinister legends that envelop them. These are places whispered about in hushed tones, where the air is thick with an unshakable sense of dread, and where countless visitors have reported experiences that defy logical explanation. From ancient forests shrouded in mist to desolate plains marked by bizarre geological formations, these sites have become infamous as portals to a realm of eternal torment. As we delve into the shadowy corners of our nation, prepare to encounter stories that will chill you to your core. We'll explore the haunted depths of caves said to resonate with the cries of damned souls, traverse cursed lands where the soil is soaked with blood and despair, and peer into the abyss of abandoned buildings where malevolent spirits are said to dwell. Each location offers a unique glimpse into the darker aspects of human belief and fear, reflecting centuries of myth, religion, and the unrelenting human fascination with the afterlife. So, dim the lights, gather your courage, and join us as we step beyond the threshold of the ordinary. In this episode, we will unravel the mysteries of America's most feared gateways to hell, shedding light on the terrifying tales that have captured the imaginations of many. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these stories promise to ignite your imagination and perhaps even challenge your perceptions of reality. Stay tuned, as we dare to open the forbidden doors and confront the shadows that lie within. Let's venture forth into the darkness together, only here on Whispers in the Dark. The eternal flames of Centralia, a gateway veiled in smoke and sulfur nestled in the rolling hills of Pennsylvania, lies Centralia, a town whose name has become synonymous with one of America's most haunting spectacles, a perpetual underground fire that has raged since 1962. What began as a routine attempt to clean up a landfill near the town's cemetery spiraled into an uncontrollable blaze that ignited a vein of coal deep beneath the earth. Over the decades, this subterranean inferno has transformed Centralia from a bustling community into a ghost town, its streets now eerily silent and deserted, save for the faint hiss of toxic gases escaping through fissures in the ground. The origins of the fire are steeped in irony and tragedy. It was meant to be a simple cleanup operation, yet it unleashed a disaster that no one could have anticipated. As the fire spread, it consumed everything in its path, forcing residents to flee their homes. Today, fewer than 10 people remain, living amidst ruins where nature slowly reclaims what humanity has left behind. The landscape is punctuated by ominous sinkholes and vents spewing noxious fumes, creating an atmosphere that feels both apocalyptic and otherworldly. Visitors to Centralia often report a pervasive sense of unease, a feeling that they are walking on the surface of a sleeping giant. The ground beneath their feet is warm to the touch, a stark reminder of the fiery chaos lurking below. Some have claimed to hear distant rumblings, akin to the growls of a beast lying in wait. Others speak of seeing shadowy figures darting between the skeletal remains of houses, their forms dissolving into smoke as quickly as they appear. These spectral sightings add a supernatural layer to the already unsettling environment, fueling rumors that Centralia might be more than just a victim of geological misfortune. It might be a literal gateway to hell. Local legends further enrich the lore surrounding Centralia. Tales tell of those who have ventured too close to the burning chasms, only to return with stories of visions filled with flames and tormented souls. Such narratives paint a picture of a place where the boundaries between the physical and spiritual worlds blur, inviting speculation about the true nature of the forces at play. Is the fire merely a natural disaster, or does it mask something far more sinister? Theories abound, each more chilling than the last, suggesting that Centralia's flames are fueled not just by coal, but by the very essence of damnation. As we tread softly through the smoky haze that blankets Centralia, every crackle and pop of the earth seems to whisper secrets of the underworld. Here, in this forsaken town, the line between legend and reality grows thin, beckoning the curious and the brave to listen closely to its fiery tales. The story of Centralia serves as a grim reminder of how quickly the comforts of civilization can be stripped away, leaving behind a scarred landscape that continues to haunt the collective imagination. In the next section, we will explore further into another notorious site, where the echoes of the past resonate with equally sinister undertones. The Devil's Den, echoes from the abyss of Arkansas. Deep within the lush wilderness of northwest Arkansas lies the Devil's Den State Park, a picturesque retreat celebrated for its towering bluffs and serene waterfalls. Yet, beneath its tranquil facade, this park harbors a dark reputation, one steeped in Native American legends and chilling encounters that brand it as a dreaded gateway to hell. The area's ominous aura is palpable, drawing thrill-seekers and paranormal investigators alike, all eager to uncover the truth behind the sinister whispers that echo through its valleys. The legend of the Devil's Den dates back centuries, rooted deeply in the beliefs of the indigenous tribes who once roamed these lands. They spoke of a malevolent spirit that resided within the rocky alcoves and caverns scattered throughout the park, a spirit so vile that it corrupted the very earth it touched. According to tribal lore, the den served as a portal through which evil entities entered our world, bringing with them chaos and despair. Rituals were performed to seal this gateway, yet it seems the barriers may have weakened over time, allowing the darkness to seep back into the mortal realm. Modern-day visitors to the Devil's Den often recount eerie experiences that lend credence to these ancient tales. Hikers traversing the rugged trails have reported sudden drops in temperature, accompanied by an overwhelming sense of being watched. Some describe hearing disembodied whispers carried on the wind, voices speaking in tongues long forgotten by man. The most harrowing accounts involve sightings of shadowy figures flitting among the trees, their forms indistinct yet undeniably menacing. These apparitions seem to vanish into thin air when approached, leaving behind only a lingering chill and a deep sense of foreboding. Campers, too, have their share of unsettling stories. Many have awoken in the dead of night to find their tents surrounded by glowing eyes, watching silently from the darkness. Others claim to have seen ghostly orbs hovering above the forest floor, pulsating with an unnatural light before disappearing without a trace. Equipment malfunctions are common, with cameras capturing inexplicable distortions and audio devices picking up strange noises that cannot be explained. These technical anomalies only serve to heighten the mystery, suggesting that the forces at play are beyond the realm of scientific understanding. Perhaps the most disturbing aspect of the Devil's Den is the psychological impact it has on those who dare to explore its depths. Visitors frequently report feelings of intense dread and anxiety, emotions that seem to swell the deeper one ventures into the park. Rational fears give way to irrational terrors, as if the very land conspires to drive intruders mad. Some have described a compulsion to flee, overwhelmed by an instinctual need to escape the oppressive atmosphere that hangs heavy in the air. This psychological warfare waged by unseen forces adds a new dimension to the terror associated with the Devil's Den, making it a truly formidable contender among America's gateways to hell. As dusk falls over the Devil's Den State Park, casting long shadows across the landscape, the boundary between myth and reality blurs into obscurity. The rustling leaves and babbling brooks take on a sinister tone, as if the forest itself breathes with a consciousness bent on ensnaring the unwary. Here, amidst the beauty and tranquility, lies a hidden menace, a gateway veiled in greenery and stone, beckoning the brave and foolhardy to delve deeper into its mysterious embrace. In the next segment, we will continue our journey into the heart of darkness, exploring the haunted halls of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium, where death and despair linger in every corridor. The haunting of Waverly Hills Sanatorium, a portal to despair perched atop a hill in Louisville, Kentucky. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium stands as a grim sentinel of America's battle against tuberculosis during the early 20th century. Once a beacon of hope for curing the afflicted, it has since transformed into one of the most notorious haunted sites in the United States, widely regarded as a gateway to hell due to the countless deaths and the pervasive atmosphere of suffering that saturates its walls. The building's massive structure, designed to resemble a medieval fortress, houses a labyrinth of corridors, patient rooms, and treatment areas, each resonating with the echoes of pain and despair from a bygone era. Constructed in 1926, Waverly Hills operated as a tuberculosis hospital at a time when the disease was rampant and largely untreatable. The sanatorium's methods of treatment were rudimentary and often brutal. Patients underwent procedures such as pneumothorax, where air was injected into the chest cavity to collapse a lung, supposedly giving it rest and a chance to heal. However, these treatments were frequently ineffective, leading to high mortality rates. It is estimated that tens of thousands of patients died within the confines of Waverly Hills, their spirits seemingly trapped within the cold, sterile walls of the institution. The most infamous feature of the sanatorium is the body chute, a tunnel used to discreetly remove deceased patients from the hospital without alarming the living. This narrow passage, sloping downwards from the main building to a railway car station below, provided a chilling route for the dead, adding to the macabre history of the site. Today, the body chute is a focal point for paranormal activity, with visitors reporting sensations of being pushed or pulled along its length, as if guided by unseen hands. The sound of dragging feet and the clatter of metal gurneys reverberate through the tunnel, conjuring images of endless processions of the deceased. Throughout the sanatorium, reports of supernatural occurrences abound. Rooms once occupied by patients now host a variety of ghostly phenomena. In room 502, former quarters of a nurse who allegedly committed suicide, visitors feel sudden temperature drops and see apparitions of a woman in white. The fourth floor, known for its high number of deaths, is particularly active, with disembodied screams and cries echoing through the empty hallways. Shadow figures dart across doorways, and the sensation of being touched by icy fingers sends shivers down the spines of even the most hardened skeptics. The basement of Waverly Hills, with its dark, damp corridors and remnants of old medical equipment, provides another hotspot for paranormal encounters. Here, the oppressive atmosphere weighs heavily on visitors, and the sense of being watched is almost unbearable. Electronic devices behave erratically, batteries draining rapidly. As night falls over Waverly Hills, the building becomes a theater of the macabre, where the past and present collide in a symphony of sorrow and terror. The sanatorium stands not only as a monument to human suffering and medical history, but also as a chilling reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the dead. Its reputation as a gateway to hell is well-earned, with each corner and crevice holding the potential for a spectral encounter that defies explanation. In our exploration of America's most feared gateways to hell, Waverly Hills Sanatorium emerges as a prime example of how places imbued with death and despair can become conduits for the supernatural, inviting those brave enough to face the darkness within. In the next section, we will delve into the eerie landscapes of Sedona, Arizona, where the red rocks whisper secrets of the underworld. The sinister beauty of Sedona, vortexes and the whispers of the underworld nestled in the heart of Arizona. Sedona is renowned for its striking red rock formations and breathtaking vistas. However, beneath its serene exterior lies a complex network of energy vortexes, believed by some to be potent portals that connect our world to realms beyond, realms that some consider gateways to hell. These vortexes, swirling centers of energy, are thought to influence emotions and spiritual experiences, drawing mystics, tourists, and the curious alike to this desert haven. Sedona's landscape is dotted with several key vortex sites, each with its own unique characteristics and legends. Cathedral Rock, one of the most iconic formations, is often cited as a powerful spot where energies converge. Locals and visitors alike recount tales of profound emotional shifts while standing atop its summit. Some describe an overwhelming sense of peace and enlightenment, while others report a sudden plunge into despair or anger, attributing these feelings to the conflicting energies of the vortexes. Boynton Canyon, another reputed vortex site, hides within its depths stories of mystical encounters. This canyon is famous not just for its stunning natural beauty, but also for the numerous reports of strange occurrences. Hikers often speak of hearing distant whispers that seem to emanate from the rock faces themselves, voices that carry warnings or cryptic messages. Others have reported seeing shadowy figures moving amongst the trees, vanishing as quickly as they appear. The canyon's reputation as a gateway to other dimensions is bolstered by these eerie tales, with some believing that the whispers belong to spirits guarding the entrance to the underworld. Airport Mesa offers panoramic views of Sedona and is another vortex site where visitors have experienced unusual phenomena. People have reported sudden gusts of wind that swirl around them, despite the calm weather conditions elsewhere. This peculiar movement of air, combined with a noticeable change in temperature, often leaves visitors feeling as though invisible forces are at play. Some interpret these signs as manifestations of the vortex's power, while others view them as omens of the darker forces lurking beneath the Earth's surface. The legends surrounding these vortexes are deeply intertwined with local Native American lore, which speaks of these sites as sacred grounds where the veil between worlds is thinnest. Ancient tales tell of shamans who would journey to these spots to communicate with spirits, or to harness the energies for healing and divination. However, these same stories warn of the dangers posed by the vortexes, cautioning against delving too deeply into their mysteries lest one attracts the attention of malevolent entities. For those who choose to explore these enigmatic sites, the experience can be transformative, or terrifying. The energy of the vortexes seems to amplify emotions and thoughts, sometimes leading to intense personal revelations or, conversely, to overwhelming fear and confusion. This dual nature of Sedona's vortexes makes them a fascinating study in contrasts, embodying both the light and dark aspects of spiritual exploration. As the sun sets over Sedona, casting long shadows across the crimson rocks, the true essence of this place reveals itself. It is a land where beauty and danger coexist, where the whispers of the underworld blend with the sighs of the wind. The vortexes of Sedona stand as silent sentinels, guarding secrets of the cosmos and challenging those who dare to seek answers beyond the veil. In our continued exploration of America's gateways to hell, Sedona presents a unique blend of natural splendor and supernatural intrigue, urging us to ponder the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding. In the next section, we will shift our focus to the urban legends that weave through the fabric of American cities, revealing how the notion of hellish portals permeates even the most modern settings. Urban legends and modern myths. Hellish portals in the concrete jungle. While the natural landscapes of America hold their share of haunted sites and supposed gateways to hell, the urban sprawl of its cities also whispers tales of supernatural gateways, woven into the fabric of modern life. These urban legends, often born from the anxieties and curiosities of city dwellers, transform mundane locations into epicenters of eerie folklore. From the shadowy alleys of New York City to the neon-lit streets of Los Angeles, these stories reflect the intersection of ancient fears and contemporary environments, creating a unique tapestry of horror that resonates with the modern psyche. One of the most pervasive urban myths is that of the Seven Gates of Hell, a legend that has taken root in various forms across different cities. Typically, these gates are said to be located in remote, often wooded areas within or near urban centers, accessible only by following a specific, usually secretive path. The legend claims that if one passes through all 7 gates, they will find themselves at the entrance to hell itself. Variations of this tale exist throughout the United States, with each iteration tailored to fit the local geography and cultural nuances. In some versions, the gates are marked by decrepit structures or ominous symbols, while in others, they are invisible, detectable only by a sudden drop in temperature or an inexplicable sense of dread. These stories play on the universal human fear of the unknown and the unseen, turning familiar parks and woods into stages for supernatural drama. Another urban legend that captures the imagination is that of the possessed subway systems. In cities like Boston and Chicago, tales circulate about certain subway lines or stations that are haunted by the spirits of those who met tragic ends. These ghosts, often victims of accidents or crimes, are said to board trains at specific stops, only to disappear as mysteriously as they appeared. The claustrophobic nature of subway tunnels amplifies the fear factor, as the enclosed spaces trap the sound of phantom footsteps and eerie whispers, creating an atmosphere ripe for horror. These stories not only entertain but also serve as a metaphor for the isolation and anonymity that can accompany urban living, where individuals are often lost in the crowd, much like the spirits said to roam the rails. The legend of the haunted skyscraper is another staple of urban mythology, where towering buildings become the setting for supernatural events. In cities like New York and San Francisco, certain high-rises are rumored to be built on cursed land or constructed with materials that attract malevolent spirits. Employees and residents report a range of paranormal activities, from elevators that stop at floors where no one called them to shadowy figures seen walking through walls. These tales tap into the fear of vertical living, where the higher one goes, the farther they are from the safety of the ground. The idea that a place of work or residence could harbor such dark secrets adds a layer of tension to daily life, transforming routine commutes and office hours into scenes of suspense. These urban legends do more than just frighten. They offer insights into societal concerns and the human condition. They reflect fears about urbanization, technology, and the loss of connection to the natural world. By placing gateways to hell in everyday settings, these stories remind us that the boundary between the normal and the supernatural is thinner than we might like to believe. They challenge us to look beyond the concrete and steel, to question what lies beneath the surface of our meticulously constructed environments. As we navigate the urban landscape, these legends serve as a reminder of the enduring power of storytelling to shape our perception of reality. They encourage us to keep our senses sharp and our minds open, for in the heart of the city, where life buzzes incessantly, the whispers of another world may just be waiting to be heard. In the concluding section, we will reflect on the broader implications of these tales, considering how they influence our understanding of the supernatural and our place within the vast, mysterious universe. The impact of hellish legends on our understanding of the supernatural as we draw this chilling journey to a close. It's imperative to pause and contemplate the profound impact that tales of America's gateways to hell have on our collective psyche and our quest to understand the supernatural. These stories, whether rooted in the desolate expanses of rural landscapes or the bustling corridors of urban jungles, serve as powerful conduits through which we explore the boundaries of the known and the unknowable. They are not mere entertainment. They are reflections of our deepest fears, hopes, and the timeless human endeavor to make sense of the mysteries that surround us. The importance of approaching these supernatural narratives with a balance of respect and skepticism cannot be overstated. Respect because these tales often stem from real historical tragedies, personal losses, and cultural legacies that deserve acknowledgement and sensitivity. They are interwoven with the lives of those who came before us, carrying the weight of human emotion and experience. Skepticism, however, encourages us to question and investigate, fostering a mindset that seeks evidence and rational explanations. This dual approach allows us to appreciate the cultural richness and historical depth of these stories while maintaining a critical perspective on their supernatural claims. Moreover, these narratives play a crucial role in shaping cultural identities and influencing societal norms. They challenge us to confront our fears and reconsider our understanding of reality, pushing the boundaries of what we perceive as possible. Through the lens of these haunted tales, we gain insights into the human condition, our vulnerabilities, our resilience, and our ceaseless curiosity about what lies beyond the veil of the visible world. These stories compel us to explore themes of morality, redemption, and the consequences of our actions, serving as moral compasses that guide us through the complexities of life. In a broader sense, the legends of gateways to hell invite us to embrace the mysteries that define our existence. They remind us that while science and reason provide us with tools to understand the world, there remain aspects of our reality that elude complete comprehension. This acceptance of mystery is vital. It fuels our imagination and drives our pursuit of knowledge, encouraging us to remain open-minded and ever curious about the universe's secrets. As we step back from the shadowy realms of these haunted narratives, let us carry forward the lessons they impart. Let us approach the unknown with a sense of wonder and inquiry, respecting the stories that have shaped our cultures while questioning the truths they hold. Whether these tales lead us to genuine supernatural encounters or remain as captivating folklore, they undoubtedly enrich our cultural landscape and deepen our appreciation for the intricate dance between belief and evidence, fear and fascination. Thank you for joining me on this eerie expedition through Whispers in the Dark. May the tales of America's gateways to hell linger in your thoughts, igniting your imagination and perhaps even inspiring you to seek out the mysteries that whisper in the shadows of your own world. Until next time, keep your wits about you and your lanterns lit, for the darkness holds many secrets, and not all are meant to be uncovered. Good night, and sweet dreams, if you dare.